it is Brandy Chanell, and if you're new to my channel, here on this channel we talk about everything from hair to makeup to fashion, I tell you. So pretty much all things beauty, lifestyle, and everyday living. So if you haven't already, don't forget to press that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can join the notification gang. Alright, let's get on the subject matter at hand. Alright guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, today we'll be talking about gardening. Actually, we're not really going to delve into gardening for beginners, which I was last year, and I still kind of consider myself a novice gardener. But today I'm going to start with the very basics, and I'm going to show you guys how I put together this raised bed. And there's not really much for me to talk about. I'll talk to you guys as I show you how I put this raised bed together. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so here is how I received the raised bed. I actually picked it up in store. And here's my lovely assistant, Moon Pie. She's going to help me today put this together. I wanted to show you guys before we hop into putting the raised bed together where I purchased it from. I purchased it from Lowe's last year, 2021. It's 2022 when I'm recording this. I believe it was around the same price, $69.98. And this is how the raised bed looks if you have a smaller patio, a bigger patio. Just want to give you dimensions to kind of give you an idea of all the features and everything that's shown on the the Home Depot website. You can also purchase it, I think, on Wayfair and maybe Lowe's. I'm not sure about Lowe's, but I know for sure Home Depot and Wayfair. And these are the dimensions to make sure that it fits your space. All right, let's get into the construction of this raised bed. All right, first things first, I'm going to detach all of the parts and take them out of the raised bed just to make sure that I have every part that I need. And then I'm going to view the instructions to make sure I have a good understanding of how to put this sucker together. It's really easy. If I wasn't recording, it definitely would have taken me no more than 20 minutes, if even that, to put it together once I figured out all the pieces and how to assemble it correctly. All right, first things first, in the instructions are the legs. So what I'm going to do is flip the raised bed over and put the legs on. And make sure when you put the legs on that you push them in as far as they would go. Not too much pressure, but just push them in so that it's not wobbly. You'll see mine being wobbly, but then I flipped it back over and pushed the legs in a little bit harder, and it fit perfectly, and the wobble was gone. And once I fixed the wobblage of the raised bed, I went to the next step, which was to add the kind of shelf under the bottom. I really like that shelf. I put all my tools down there, like my handheld watering apparatus, as well as my gloves and things like that. I was kind of just going haphazardly and not actually following the instructions here. The best thing to do is to wait to put those little kind of dividers in there. And you don't actually really need those dividers, but sometimes you might, depending on what you're putting in there. But I went ahead and took those back out because I needed to put the base in there. And make sure when you put the base in there that you have it facing towards the side where you're going to put the spout. Also, the instructions are all pictures, so you just follow along. And there's no reading required. So here is the stopper to help if there's too much water in there. Often when it rains, it gets too much water, and it helps it just to kind of flow out instead of sitting in there and letting the roots rot. And honestly, I just keep mine open all the time. I never really noticed this little filter thing moving up or down, but it's supposed to help to let you know if the soil is dry, and if it goes down, you need to put more water in, and if it stays up, the plants are good and you don't need to water them anymore. But I kind of just check the plants out and kind of stick my finger in the dirt to see what I need to do. All right, now back to adding those little dividers, and then all you do is put the seed kind of tray in there, and it's super easy, super simple. I no longer will be using plants from seed. I prefer transplants, but it's also good if you need it for something like that, or if you have some little small transplants from a friend or something, you can put them in there to let them grow outside. And here is the final product, you guys. It's super simple. Literally could take you about 10 to 15 minutes to put together. Just use your common sense. And this is the raised bed soil that I like to use. I use this again this year. It took about a bag and a half. I only showed you one bag here, but about a bag and a half is enough depending on what you're actually putting in there. Again, I said I think this is best for small vegetables or plants. Flowers, I mean. Next year, I think I'm going to do just flowers in here because I don't think the bed is deep enough for anything other than like a small vegetable or flowers. So here I am just kind of spreading it out, and this is it, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you have any questions, definitely leave them below. I love this cute little raised bed, and I think it'd be perfect if you live in an apartment or if you have a small patio like mine. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and this will be part 1 of a gardening series over the spring and summer of this year, 2022. Last year, I think I did pretty good. I was surprised I was able to grow anything, mainly tomatoes, but we'll get into that in the next video. All right, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.